This day 1164 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. Like sponsor coming Shimmer of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi, please come me directly. Very greatly appreciated. Today we're doing Yeridea, Simon Kuf Yud Gimel, Sif Nun, Simon Kuf Yud Dalet, Sif Dalet. Nun Kasar Torah Zel Lashon. Two rights. Kasar Rashba. Came should be shul bahem kutim doim sheish bahem mishum bishul kutim. If there's a bishul akum issue, the kalim asur forbidden. Fields forbidden. Kasher. Pichot tzarich lizor every kevel b'shvacha shebeis Yisrael. Hamash is not some that with the non-Jewish maid servants in Jewish houses who cook for themselves. Chulev lani here ladoni avi arosh. The kasher answer chushes that cloud. Shangmi bishuleim lisar pli tassel. The Rosh says the bishul akum they didn't answer the I tried to play those so many times. I've had in their secretions. That's not what I said. Emanations, maybe. Let's use secretions here. Since the reason for the prohibition is on account of intermarriage. You're not going to marry somebody because of how fantastic the secretions of their pots taste. Okay, so Aval Rashi Kasam the quoting of the Rabbanon came the Raisa Tikkun. So the Rashi she does that. Okay, true. But it's the Gzei Rabbanon came the Raisa. If the Raisa secretions are also, and then the Rabbanon secretions in case of Rabbanon secretions are also, even though it doesn't necessarily doesn't work out well with the reason for the Gzeira. The Kemchem also Machom since they forbade the food. Comes out the secretions are also. He says right. Kalim should be shobem akum lefanenu. Kalim which the akum cooked in front of us. Dvarim sheish beim mishum bishul akum, things which bishul akum applies. Shechem hechsher, they need to be kosher. Yeshua some say she ain't so, some say don't require. But even I'm not hechsher, even though they require hechsher. Imu kli cheres, it's the cheres which you can't kosher, which is so the avid situation. The Magilo shows plenty dayo. You kasha 3 times, and it's okay. Nesha analyst says ikar b'daraisa because this isser bishul akum does not have a grounding in the daraisa. This is where you pass and you require hechsher after a bishul akum in your pot. But we are lenient to this extent. Even kli cheres hagolo 3 times works. This comes out from Yerushalmi, which he's going to explain later on, much later on. Also argues Shom. If a non-Jew cooks for a sick person on Shabbos, the Michael Zeh also the Bari Motzei Shabbos. This is this food is also to a healthy person, even on Motzei Shabbos. Even for the sick person himself, it's also Motzei Shabbos. B'shum b'shul yakum because of b'shul yakum. Lo trelo raku Shabbos. So even on Shabbos, even Shabbat Echor, it's not possible to get Jewish meat, Jewish cooked meat. So follows that the best also has to be kosher. V'zel da'asar Rashba zal to be the Rashba. V'roazal cholik was the cave von the Yikra Yisur Mishum Chasnas. Primary prohibitions because of intermarriage. Eino shaykh l'bachol shagam anachnu yicholim. It's only relevant on weekdays when we can also cook for ourselves. Shabbos aslan v'ashel b'Shabbos now let's cook. And we have to cook through them. There's no free will, so you're not going to select. It's not your choice to have cooked with them. You have no choice. So it's not. It's a practical consideration, and intermarriage does not enter into play. Below the there says now is the pananoser elafil tash etzon mutagam bori motzei Shabbos. In the cooked dish itself is mutter even for a healthy person on motzei Shabbos. But rounds out with tshuva his skin was that. Ron agreed with this. In base have v'yeshit moxas for Rabbeinu Ramah. But he's a bit astonished at the Ramah because the Shabbos Simon Zeh. There's Simon because he writes Akum should be Shloch Shabbos. A non-Jew cook for a sick person on Shabbos. Muslim would say Shabbos. Afilu bari. So on Shabbos even for a healthy person. Ve'im shum b'shul akum. There's no issue b'shul akum. The chok hagav day kera ika because in any such situation there is a way to recognize what's going on. Akal shono. V'lama loivi is the asa rashba cloud. Why is not bring the rashba? The afim lo ra sifro mishmer sabayis. Even in the mishmer sabayis sham beers that practice, which Rashba explained this in detail. Kamakom nevertheless hagam sifro Torah sabayis. Because the shein l'chali ben israel shari surin. Also, there's bias. He writes that this ishul bishul akum. So different than any other isra, and we ask Platos. Venir the Dasa Ben Ramah, they came to them as Arbe Klu, Siklu, Bisuzet. So Rav Ramah seems so that there's many leniencies involved in Bishul Akon, Kmosh Kosavna, as we saw in Sif Memdal. Came B'Shabbos, B'Vazai, so Shabbos Kedai, who are Hamer, of around the Smochalam. On Shabbos, you can lie on the Ra'ah and Ran. Varashi, Gabai, and the Rashi was 1 against 2. Yes, you should make them just get worse. I agree with the Ramah. The Shach and Magen Avram. Yes, you could call Pasuk Rashba Achmir. Those who argue like Rashba and are strangers. The Taz and Pri Chodesh. Varech Atchil Shachmir. It's preferable to be Machmir certainly. The Evid, but after the fact, in Bishul Bakeli, they cooked in the same vessel. I feel she Basyam even within 24 hours. And let's start off. She can't answer the cooked dish. Bracket says here, I'm Berhete Psiv Kanuchik Shal Ramah. Why is it mutter for a healthy person to Shabbos? Let's make a zera that the guy might come to add more for the Jew. Made a mistake, says Arukh HaShulchan. The Ram Yisrael should be even when a Jew cooks for a chayla, so kana, even though there's a day. I'm sorry, if a Jew cooks for a chayla, even if it's a chayla, she's supposed to kana. B'Shabbos, the asur, which is forbidden. Motzei Shabbos, maybe because maybe you'll make more for yourself. Ain't Motzei Shabbos. No, it's only until Motzei Shabbos. Motzei Shabbos, mutter. Shabbos is permissible. But because of Ramav, Alavusha, Rakhaim, Sin, Shin, Ches. But because of Issa Chomer, the Raisa, besides that they answered it after Shabbos, but Issa Chomer, the Raisa of cooking, no, it's a Kal Rabbanan, why necessarily make Zera, but it's a Kal Rabbanan, such as our issue here, which is Bishul Akum. Nun Gimel, in the Sar B'Tavshul Kosher, Tavshul is Bashal Yikuti, if a kosher substance gets mixed up with a dish cooked by a non-Jew, Yoshim and a Tavshul Kosher, the majority is a kosher food, with the Chol allowed to eat it. Africa, the Chol is to Rabbanan, it's Shishim, Elach Balach, even though, but Mirabanan, it requires 60 by moist and moist. Come up, it's a Torah, like in it's a Torah. Because Chasim Terches, come, it's a Kalhu, Batel Barov. Okay, so then it's a lenient. It's Mimino. Since it's a lenient, it's therefore it's Batel Barov as well. Kuf Yud Dalet, Dine Shechor V'Shemen Udvash Shel Akum Mishar Mashkin. The laws of beer, oil, and honey of non-Jews and other beverages as well. Of course, Ram Berg is I'm a close as Ram right think that's what is what is what he writes. Yesher Machem also some Chacham and other things which Chacham answer Chule, Chule, nor the distance show is Arabo Chule, or not get mixed in. The only day Chasus not condemned the marriage. Ve'elu these are they. Also, Lishtosimoyama Filu Makom Shein Lochush Lein Nesa. Now I have to go drinking with a non-Jew. Even place where the Yain Nesa is not a consideration. Well, also, Piton, we should not eat their bread or the cooked dishes. I feel Makom Shein Lochush. You lay even a place where there's no concern of a chemical prohibition. Ketzad. Ketzad, let me explain. Lo yishtadam sibu shel alvei. A person shouldn't drink at a non-Jewish party. Vapi shu yaim abushel shein nesa, even though it's not cooked wine, which doesn't come usher. Or shel sheisim kilavada, or you eating or drinking only from your own vessels. V'meirova masei masibu yisrael mutar, and in the majority of the party, which is permissible. They sheisim sheichar, but it's the majority of non-Jews, so therefore it's not permissible. They sheisim sheichar shleim, we don't drink their beer. Sheoisim minat morim. I think it's to make from dates or from figs. The also makam brichiros. It's only us a place where it's sold. Avodim kivia sheichar, if you bought it home, the beer, but she'll say Shem there drinking their mutter it's whistle. She'll say Shem so because it makes it might come to you with him, and you're not eating with him, obviously. Wine made out of apples or pomegranates, etc. They have the same halacha. Mutar l'shtos b'chol makom. I drink him everywhere. Davar she'ein motzi lo gazur love. So it was not prevalent. Didn't make a xera. And this is not prevalent, evidently. These kinds of fruit juices. The yain tzimukim. Sorry, mutar yain tzimukim yain money chaytzvem. All types of off wine. It's not grapes. You're allowed to. Mutar l'shtos b'chol makom. Allowed to do anywhere. Davar she'ein motzi lo gazur because it's something which is not prevalent and that wasn't agreed against. Yain tzimukim arei ki yain. However, raisin wine is like wine. Akam l'shon Rambam. That's the end quote of the Rambam. Base. We need Zeshu because I actually wrote Shlosh Tos Mesiboson not to drink in their parties or their gatherings. After Sesim Mikhail Levado, you mean drinking from your own vessels, O Dover Shan and Nassar, something which is not forbidden, who Dover towards astonishing. Shalom Sadin Sabashum Mako. Never find Salacha anywhere. Down Poskin is Kilo Zeh. The reviews of Cloud Poskin don't mention this. And don't bring what he said. Vada tour, only a tour racing in Kufi base. Maybe it says Stephen Mishnah Kosav, he wrote, right, the Kesef Mishnah writes, let's do a Masham or Parak Aleph. Now it says in first parak of Odazara, what we call him Shlosh Mishnah. No, a non-Jew made party for his son, the Chasna presumably, was in call Yehudim. You see, we invite all the Jews in the city. Even though they're eating from their own and drinking from their own. The pasuk says it as if they ate from unslaughtered animal, dead animals, which are not slaughtered properly, or even avodah zarah. Shneimar it says he's going to call. You're going to eat from his slaughter. They're the prohibitions of the beverages, which and the drinking, which the Rambam himself writes this. A non-Jew made a party for his son or his daughter. A son doesn't not derive any benefit, pleasure from its meal. Even for the Jew to eat and drink his own stuff, there's also. Achas is doing their in their party, their gathering. From when you're not allowed to eat by him, by the non-Jew. Once he starts preparing and the needs for the meal, all the days of the party, and after party 30 days. Who all this is distancing oneself from avodah zara. Shneimar says gomer, it's going to call you, etc. Gimel. Harei the ain sabrakah mishtem means suim v'lo bezmanacher, so it's only at a chasta, not any other time. V'od Hashem kasa also he wrote. This ain't no cause my nisuin. It's only during the time of the marriage. It's time of the marriage being celebrated, and then 30 days after, so listen, not more. We're kind of used to the olam. So that's by the issue of intermingling while drinking. But here by Bishlachim, this is forever. V'od Hashem iskigam achila. The word mentions they're eating. But Kanlo is Karak Shasir, he only mentions drinking. Chemash Kasa, Dim Rova, Masibli, so Mutter, right? So most of the party is Jewish. It's okay. Kasa about Lechem Misha, Shem Ben Yosef, but Lechem Misha writes the name, but it says Yosef Shotzah Mad Isa Gemara. This comes about the Gemara says Shmuel Ba'avlit, who Yosef, Shmuel Avlit sitting, Isaac Kamayu Chamra Bavash, they brought cooked wine for them. Mashli Avli Yadim Midei, Mavli would not drink it. Amalei Shmuel said, Omer Yan Busha Mishum Yain Nesach. Cooked wine is not a subyan nesach. I jump. If you might, if you roll masiba yisrael, also, I say even the majority of the gathering is Jews. It's also hechesh shmuel limo. How did Shmuel drink with them? Big love. Shema rak Shmuel nubara hayashoisa. Well, maybe Shmuel himself was only interested drinking. But avleit Moshe Yodei kadesh lo ligabo, and avleit. We don't want to touch it. I just was not playing Bishalakum anymore. The finish of Bishalakum. I said it was wrong. I think. Yeah, we're not talking Bishalakum. Yeah, forget it. I said before it's wrong. The Rambam. One second here. Right. So what he's asking here is that it seems in the Gemara there's only also the time of a chasna, not also time. The time the Rambam also any type of drinking with the non-Jew together, and and also time of the chasna. It's only eating. He also eating. We were always drinking, and Dari wrote Moabisi Beisos Mutter. So Shmuel Avlet. Avlet's not Jewish, right? So Shmuel said, "What's the problem? It's Mavusha." But if we're gonna say even Roma Siba saw Usher, the Gemara says, "Okay, Shmuel Imo." They show up and ask Shema Rak Shmuel Levado Yeshoise. Only Shmuel himself was drinking. Avlet Moshe Dekedo Shaligabo. Well, okay, maybe that's good. Exactly why Avlet didn't drink, or not the acid. That's what's so different. Come on, I said, come out. It said the brother, that mashma the head, the shnei may be lishtos. They brought the both of them to drink. You look at it a little more. I say the kamei. Otherwise, you'd say that they brought specifically Shmuel. Ikar davar to more. The shnei noshim shoshi yachad enzim shiba. Anyway, what's the problem? It's not a gathering. It's not a party. The Rambam dictates them elu hagzeros hatzmam. I'm inferred his position from the exams themselves. Demonstration says shares those. Really great questions here. In Mishnah, lo matzir raksha goes up past shlokos. Usually says the aser bread and cooked dishes. And came behind, why are they also aser beer? Because the place of Shem Dir Masa name Masu Sheikh was El Shonam. This like this you see Sheikh lo matzir lo Mishnah lo bagmara. It's not Mishnah law. Hashem is Amorai Masur. Maybe you can ask later time than Amorai. I got a shona. End quote. Yosim is that kosher. The Dharma Shah more difficult. That simple says there. Chagosla Sheikham Yishum Chasus. They asked beer because of intermarriage. He says Shomra Papa Mafkin Le Bava no Chanusa. Papa would take the beer to the front of the store. Um, there's Shasei, and he would drink me Rava Choy. Might say the basic. Rava Choy will bring it home before he drank. The Vayishim Chasus. They both on account of Chasus. Ravacha made an even more distancing by asking them together. Questions is difficult. Hagam Gzeres Pas Shlokos have Mishum Chasnas. So the Gzera of bread and cooked dishes also because of the marriage. Kambur Shom Gemar Pashitas. This came the Kul Mishum Chasnas. Since all because the man intermarriage Maishna Shechalukim there. Why is there a difference in the halachos? Pastor Shlokos is to bread and cooked dishes are universally everywhere. Sheikhan is basically whereas the intoxicating beverage is only also when they drink in the house of the non-Jew, or a bar or whatever. But the question that came to go Chachmei Shelo Gozo Sheikhan Mishulchanos. But more profoundly difficult is Chachmei Mishnah in Aseret have the Hare the Hava Biralu. So it's clear the low Shayach L'Shum B'Sheikhan Shum Chasos that Sheikhan doesn't have marriage problem. Rashi is up tikun hakol, but Rashi is going to save us. And we're also going to see how the Rambam stems with that Rashi as well, but not for now.